it is important to remember what the Bible teaches us. In the book of Acts of the Apostles, chapter 17, verse 26, it goes as follows. And he has made from one blood every nation of man to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings, so that they should seek the Lord in the hope that they might grope for him and find him. I close quotes. Therefore, Your Excellencies, nations and the boundaries of those nations are the work of God, and nobody should interfere with the work of God.
This is the journey to One Africa.
And I'll invite Her Excellency Ms. Jessica Olupo, Vice President of the Republic of Uganda.
Your Excellency Cyril Ramaphosa, the President of the Republic of South Africa and Chair, I am here to represent His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and to present to you his message, which reads as follows. Your Excellencies, heads of state and government of Brics countries and all other invited countries, I have sent Her Excellency, the Vice President Jessica Olupo, Major Retired, to represent us because I had an internal program that had been arranged long before. However, these are our brief comments. The human race has been here for 4.5 million years, ever since man evolved into Homo sapien from lower primates. During all that time, man has faced two major oppressions. These are oppression by nature, e.g., disease, hunger, droughts, floods, earthquakes, etc., and oppression by fellow man, e.g., slavery, imperialism, aggression, feudalism, dictatorship, etc. Man has been responding to both oppressions. He has been responding to oppression by nature through scientific discoveries and better socio-economic organization. Hence the discovery of fire 1.5 million years ago, the domestication of crops 10,000 years ago, the domestication of animals or livestock 10,000 years ago, the invention of the steam water pump in the year 1698 by Thomas Savery, and the invention of the steam engine in the year 1823 by George Stephenson, etc., etc., are all the phenomena that enabled man to handle better the oppression of man by nature. These are steps that the whole of the human race should welcome and share. Unfortunately, on account of ideological bankruptcy and parasitism, these advances in human knowledge are more often than not used to reinforce the oppression of man by man. That was the situation with the invention of the use of iron tools and weapons, the invention of gunpowder, etc., by some communities that pioneered these advances against those communities that were still lagging behind in respect to those inventions. God equipped man with three characteristics that have enabled him to find solutions to the two oppressions against man mentioned above: oppression by nature and oppression by fellow man. The three characteristics are a superior brain, bipedalism or ability to walk on two legs, and a hand that can do work, create tools and use them to do work and create more complicated tools and machines. Therefore, oppression of man by nature, e.g. by droughts, floods, diseases, should not be a problem anymore if it was not for the parasitism which leads some actors not to share knowledge with others or use knowledge to oppress others. This is a distortion that needs to be combated. Your Excellency, by sharing scientific knowledge and management practices, many problems caused by nature to man would be solved if we also banish parasitism. The danger to the environment is, for instance, caused by greed and parasitism of some actors in the world and individual countries. Your Excellencies, the struggle against oppression of man by fellow man has been progressing, but again with unnecessary interruptions caused by imperialism in the last 600 years, feudalism and other forms of dictatorships. In the fight for freedom from oppression of man by fellow men, it is important to remember what the Bible teaches us. In the book of Acts of the Apostles, chapter 17, verse 26, it goes as follows. And he has made from one blood every nation of man to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings, so that they should seek the Lord in the hope that they might grope for him and find him. I close quotes. Therefore, Your Excellencies, nations and the boundaries of those nations are the work of God, and nobody should interfere with the work of God. Imperialism is therefore a heathen, unchristian idea. Therefore, in the fight for the emancipation of man from oppression of man by fellow men, we should respect the choices of the different nations and countries. The Bible again states in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 16, I open quotes, "Let your light so shine before men that seeing your good deeds, praise our Father in heaven," I close quotes. In other words, influence people by example and not by coercion, manipulation, etc. Your Excellencies, bearing the foregoing in mind, you can see the relevance of the Brics effort. It is aghast with fresh air that after 600 years of slave trade, colonialism, genocides, imperialism, neocolonialism, aggressions, etc., a group has come up to illuminate a new way for human race, a new way that insists on justice, equality of people, and respecting independence of people and countries. Uganda therefore supports the effort of the Brics countries, and at the right time, we will want to join. I thank you, Your Excellencies. Signed, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda.